It's that season.
Literally.
For a reason.
Bro, thank you for having me on your podcast, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Like all the people that you've had have been actually amazing and inspiring. So to have me on your podcast and to be able to see this on YouTube, like watching this, it's just truly a blessing.
Brother, it's that season. Introduce yourself. Who are you?
All right, so my name is Timmy Tayo Agoro, and I am the best mindset coach in the world. Literally, once you enter into my environment or my space, not only will you be changed and transformed, but you'll be renewed and you will be able to inspire others, which is the most powerful thing in the world. That's what the Lord has us on this earth to do.
Yeah.
Inspire one another, help us grow, help us be able to go and help us be able to succeed.
Now, tell us about this journey you've been on. What journey have you been on recently? Explain the reason you started this journey and how has it helped you in all aspects?
No, thank you. So a lot of people, they go on a journey of any sort or a detox for a multitude of reasons. Me particularly, I had no reason to actually go on this journey other than the fact that when I was in church, I felt convicted of some of the things that I was doing that I knew weren't right, such as just indulging in, loads of marijuana, smoking a lot of weed. I used to smoke a lot of weed, and I also used to, I wasn't really that much of a drinker. I would like casually drink when I would go out with friends. Like when we would go out, turn up in the club, we'd be with the rich brothers, even though we're the rich brothers, we'd be out and, they're bringing out 10 ace of spades, each one of those is a rack. That's $10,000 on the club. We got to actually finish the drinks. So even just not really having an alcoholic problem, but just really indulging in that, it wasn't a big thing for me, but that was an issue to feel like we had to finish those drinks when they were brought out. And then masturbation, watching porn. That was a big thing I struggled with because I felt like that was something I needed to just, no diddy, get off my chest. Like kind of every morning, like I would wake up and I felt like it was a good way to kind of relieve myself. And also I felt like it gave me energy for the day to watch porn and masturbate, just so I could go ahead and just get that out the way. But I had gone to church one day and, the preacher was preaching and, there wasn't any specific like verse that was said, but just the energy that I felt in the church, I felt the Holy Spirit literally telling me, my God, you gotta change all your ways. Mm-hmm. If you want to be renewed, if you want to be able to level up and succeed, you have to change your ways. And it was the simplest things that I knew I had to do in order to go up and get to the next level in life. I knew that I had to stop smoking weed because, spending all that time rolling the blunts, going to get the weed, or even whether if it was brought to you or I had to go get it, that took just a lot of time out of the day. And then even just being able to sit down and enjoy the feeling of being high. It's not like, a lot of people will say, oh yeah, I roll up and I get straight to work right after. And, I was one of those that said that. Mm. But most of us, we roll that joint and we start to, smile a little bit and it automatically, relaxes you.
Yeah. Now, why to stop having sex part?
Well, the sex part, there's so many different factors that come with, not only indulging in sex, but the pursuit of sex. So that was another thing that I realized was a big time waster, trying to communicate with different women for the wrong reason. I was really just wasting time talking to, different sisters when in reality, now that I've been on this journey, I realized I had no reason to even communicate with any of these women, and nor so I had no desire, which is huge because I realized, dang, why am I even communicating with this girl now that I know I don't want to have sex with her? Now that I know I don't even want to pursue this girl in a sexual manner or, really try to date her just so I could fuck. I'm like, why am I even talking to her? And it almost made me feel like I was an asshole because now that I didn't have that sexual desire or need, it was just like, yo, she's pointless to me. It's useless. This conversation is useless, But then now I realize that when I do communicate with certain women and there's no sexual desire attached or no sexual attraction or no need to really want to feel like I want to have sex with the specific woman I'm talking to, that's the greatest thing in the world, because I know now there's so much more of a genuine connection that I have. And I think that's the thing that we need to really seek in life. You know, a lot of people will do things to try to connect with people. You know, they always say weed is a way where, you know, we could get to know each other and, you know, it brings people together. But that might not be for the right reason. Yeah. You know, somebody might just be fiending, trying to hit a blunt and get a little high. And now they're trying to connect with you. And now what's happening? Yeah. You know? Now, of course, I've had a lot of moments where in the past, you know, as a video editor and as a videographer, you know, getting into that state of being high, I did feel like it helped me back in the day. But now that I think about it, nah, like I probably would have done the same thing anyway. And I might have even been able to progress further, me being in my own natural state. So I can't even be an advocate of something that truly hinders the human mind, the human body, and the human spirit. It's bad in all regards. You know, I'm not gonna say sex is bad because, you know, we wouldn't be here without it, but the desire and the pursuit of sex in the wrong manner, especially if you don't have a wife or a girl, like that's your girlfriend or, you know, that's soon to be your wife, I mean, there's really no point to do it.
Yeah. Now, you know? How many days have you been in Miami so far?
It's been about 11 days that I've been in Miami.
And what's your experience been like so far? What do you have? What's your takeaway so far?
Miami is wild. I mean, we walk around, we see sisters everywhere. We literally we're looking off the balcony watching porn. Like no, it's okay. We were literally watching porn. It was crazy. And to see all these things in Miami has a very good side, but it also has a side where if you fall off on the deep end or if you start to indulge in these things, you could literally catch yourself, you know, homeless and on the street. So I think one thing that people have to consider is that they have to make a decision in their life to be able to choose if they want to be able to do good or if they want to be able to just indulge in these things that will literally hinder them from reaching success. So, yeah, we got him 500 in the motherfucking building, though. Shout out to my brother, Brendan Boyd. Yep. Yo, we've been preaching, coach. Oh, go. Get that.
I need you to go back into your mode.
All right, I got you.
I want you to use your choir voice, and I'm going to disrupt you.
I like it. Here we go. So, yeah, you know, being able to go from an environment where literally we step out on the balcony and we're literally watching sisters getting thrashed by brothers, that's just outlandish. You know, even though it's something that, you know, it's funny, I support it to a certain extent. When I... Oh! We got it. Hey, hold up. In the middle of the podcast. Yo, only him can do that because he's him. Shout out to him and Brendan Boyd. Yo, I literally just shouted so hard I farted. Yo. That's crazy. Now, but hey, honestly, we need to use those. I need that for the program, brother.